been this close to the butterfly for this long. Feels like he's posing for us. Okay, well, that's just amazing. Ohayou gozaimasu. Hey guys, it's Victor, Gimmeabreakman, King of the Morons, Godfather J Vlogging. Just names, just labels. Anyway, here we are in my neighborhood, and I just delivered the kids, took the kids to high school, not high school, nursery school. And now I'm just walking home. I just thought I'd just say hello. I suppose you could say this is a laundry video, but you hear that? Hear the sounds? I love the sounds of Japan. You hear the cicadas, the semi, squeaking bird over there. This is one of the strange things about Japan. You'll see a kid's playground, right? You see over there, kids' playground all around, and then right in the middle of it is a little shrine. Quite a small shrine. This is one of the more open ones. Sometimes they're kind of hidden in the back of places. So this one, it's a typical shrine. They're all pretty much, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. You have places where you can light candles like that. And they have an area. I feel like tatami. This one is not. You can donate money, right? Throw your money in there. Oh, look, that's funny. Some of the money didn't fall in there. It's the Shinto shrine, of course. Sometimes they have like a purple box outside you can throw money in. This one has some kind of adjacent house. And sometimes they do like drum practicing, taiko, and some other things. These are people who support the shrine by donating money. Suppose we should do that, I don't know. But got the old, I think, cypress trees. And strange plants on this tree, I don't know what that is, but very nice. And the sounds of a cicada. But anyway, later in the day, like a bunch of old women will come and park their bicycles here and go inside and do something. I don't know what they do, but I've seen them before. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit today about what makes a good video, or how to make a good video, and not really the specifics of editing and all that crap. I mean, that's, everyone's going to use different things, but more about the feeling, right? Because especially when you're limited with time. So, as you guys know, the last 4 or 5 years of my life I've spent having kids. Before that, I was a much more active YouTuber. I made literally thousands, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 videos. But after having kids, it's been partially frustrating from a video maker or content creator's point of view, because there's just very little time. And you have to choose priorities and decide. Oh, there's a weird looking bug. Look at that. What is that? What are you, man? You look scary, like a big tick or something. Maybe someone will come in, one of these other bugs come and eat you. Ah, garbage. It's a bit frustrating. I want to put out content, but I want to put out content. Another mother delivering her kid to nursery school. I know a lot of the mothers here. Oh, there's a hagiacho, I think. I don't know. My son knows all the names of the butterflies, so it's a bit frustrating. But I have been able to make a few good videos that I'm happy with, even if they don't get views. And the reason is because the content that I've put out. I've been able to put out a few of them. I really like the last video I put out. I really liked because look at that, it's beautiful. Wow. Look at that. We got a time out for this, man. That is gorgeous. I got so gorgeous. I gotta take a picture. I've never been this close to a butterfly for this long. It's almost like he's posing for us. Okay, well, that's just amazing. That was pretty impressive, huh? Where's that? Oh, kids are getting on the bus. There he is. Oh, see, buddy. Anyway, here, I'll keep it pretty simple, okay? Make videos when you're happy. That's the key. That's the key. Make videos when you're happy. When you're in a happy place. And that's, the thing is, when you've got all this stress of life, of having to live your life, it's sometimes hard to do that. Because, you know, you've got all the stress and these frustrations of having to pay the bills. And I was reading something that I thought was pretty interesting. Here's another school bus for kids. All wearing little uniforms. It's sometimes very frustrating because because you can't find the time to just relax, sit back, and have a little time for yourself. Right? Some of that time I find when I'm just walking to and from school, especially alone, after delivering the kids, because of course on the way to school you have to pay attention so your kids don't get run over or anything. So, but on the way home, when I'm alone, I have a little time. Or going home after work sometimes, if I know I'm going to be late enough to be alone, right? But I was reading something interesting, a book called The Importance of Manners, or Why Manners Matter, or something like that. An old dilapidated house. They're always so neat to look at, but you wouldn't want to live in one, right? Yeah, I was reading this book, and they were talking about the bourgeois and how it's important for a rich class to exist, to make advancements that improve civilization. You know, and it's an interesting thing. So, in a way, art and science are kind of connected that way, right? In that, to make major technical advances and scientific advances and artistic masterpieces, you need time, and you need creativity. You need imagination, right? Science is also a product of imagination. So it's important to have the time to develop that kind of thing. The kids sometimes will gather here in the morning and then walk to school together in a group. Another dentist. More dentists in Japan than convenience stores. But yeah, you need that. And I was thinking about that, how that applies to my life. Someone's trimming the bushes there. Oh, yeah, they've got a real yard. So a real gardener is coming to trim their bushes. Anyway, so you need rich. There's a cat. Hello, cat. There used to be a dog here, but he died. You need money and wealth. There's a cicada. In order to be able to develop. He's looking for a place to land. I think he's a kuma. Oh no. He's done for. You done for, buddy? Yeah. You're on your last legs, huh? You need time, and you need the luxury of time and rest to be able to develop things, and that includes being creative. And I know that goes for me too. I mean, at the end of the day, you're tired from a long day of work, and you get home and you're just too tired to put out a video. So it's important to be able to, I guess, be wealthy enough to be able to loaf. And if you're able to do that, then you can you'll have time. Your brain won't be too tired, and you'll be able to create and think of things that you might not otherwise have time for. So that's interesting, I thought, and I have to agree with that book regarding that, because yeah, sometimes I'm just too tired to get anything done that way. So that in turn makes me think I need to make more money so that I can have more time to just take it easy. This is one of my favorite shrines. This is a Rokushosha shrine. It's kind of near my house, still about 15 minutes away. And we were here the other day. This is where my kids were watching the guy burn. If you saw the last video, they had a fire going there. I wish I could just hop this fence. Is this the way open? Is this open? Oh, no, oh, no, I don't know how that works. No, I don't know how that works. It used to be open, you used to be able to walk through, but not anymore. 34 degrees Celsius today, not too hot. You know, this seems all to be locked now. I could hop it, but it might cause one of the neighbors to call the police. I'll just go around. I'll take you down my skinny road, our little tiny road that I like so much. Anyway, so sometimes videos are forced, and I think you can tell. And I think a lot of people make that mistake of forcing a video when they don't feel it. You know, they just don't feel it. So you really got to feel it, I think, or not. You know, or not care. You got to stop and look at the butterflies, smell the flowers. When you have that luxury, then you can make a good video. This is always a mysterious little lot of land. They always have weird stuff in here. There have been bicycles here and old race cars, and I've never seen anyone in there though. This is another beautiful yard. Look at that. Just gorgeous. So warm. I mean, so welcoming. This is Mrs. Kalato. She's the god of, I don't know, I think that says god and exhibition, but to look that up. It's always been, this appeared like about 3 years ago. It says fume. I don't know what that means. One of the few Spanish words my son knows is calato. So every time we pass this, he says calato, which of course means naked or nude. But anyway, so but I gotta tell you, man, having 2 kids is really time consuming and stressful, and the added stress of having to provide, you know, money. I think I told you that the first, like, nursery school alone for my son cost 60,000 yen a month, like $600 a month, man. Which, you know, I'm not complaining about it, but it's just a fact. And you got the first year of having a kid. Having a kid in Nagoya though, it's actually relatively cheap, because the city pays for building a new building here. The city pays for all medical expenses. Putting together this building. Whoa, すごい。いつぐらい終わるんですか？大体。11月の半ばぐらいですか。頑張って。They're gonna finish in November. I wonder how many apartments are gonna be there. Maybe it'll say here. It doesn't say. They're just building a huge apartment building there. Anyway, yeah, so of course I had to work more after having kids, and that takes away more time. Yeah, like there used to be, like they used to be an old dilapidated row of houses. Now they're building a huge apartment. This used to be an empty lot of land, and now they have this apartment building. So yeah, this neighborhood's really changing because the linea is going to be coming through here. The linea is like, I think that's what it's called, linea? I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the maglev type of train. And it's going to be going all the way to Tokyo. And they say this neighborhood is going to become like Nagoya Station number 2. So this whole area is experiencing a boom of, yeah, like this over here to the left, a whole row of This used to be one house, and now the guy who owns it, he tore it down and he built this beautiful, beautiful row of apartments. Comparatively beautiful. Right? Look at that. There's the guy. There's the. こんにちは。やっぱり調子悪いと。ああ、ちょっと良くなった。良かった。そう。もしさ、あんまり悪かったら、はい。サービスでやるからさ。いや、サービスじゃない。いいわ。いっぺんちょっと、いっぺん、あえていかんって言って、ほんでまた時間合わせすると、良くなる場合があるもんだから。今ちょうどいいから。よかった。もしね、もしあれやったらまた言ってくれる。はい。わかりました。ちょっと気になっとったもんね。全然気にしない。ただね、良くなる場合があるんだわ。いっぺん直したりすると。わかりました。ただ全体的にはね、やっぱりちょっと汚れは絶対ね、メーカーもんでもね、どうしてもあるんだよね。わかりました。もしおかしかったらまた逆にどう調子は。やっぱりね、こう気温の雨が降った次の日とか、雨が降ってくるなっていうその気圧っていうの。わかるわかる。プレッシャーね。エアプレッシャーというね。そんな感じ。だから自律神経がこう血管がこうなんかこう気圧で変わった時にこうなるみたいな。だから一応名鉄で薬もらってるもんだから、ちょっと安心、なんかあったら飲めばいいかなと。そうです。もう全然元気そう。よかった。すいません。だからちょっとわかりました。もしおかしかったら言ってね。はい、ありがとうございます。So this guy, I came. He takes care of my watches. Just changing. We have a lot of watches in the house. And one day, I came by to pick up a watch actually, and I was late, like 1 week late, and he was on the floor, and I had to. He said, I don't feel good, I'm dizzy. And I waited for 5 minutes, and he was just waiting for me until I feel better. And then he didn't feel better, so he told me to call the ambulance. And he called the ambulance. I called the ambulance, and they came and picked him up. I saved his life. I'm checking out these new apartments. Kazenomichi. Looks pretty nice. I guess they're done building these. Yeah, looks beautiful. Look at that. Wow, and the guy who built these, he lives here too. One of them. They're nice little apartments. Look at that. They're about, I want to say like 100,500 a month or something. You can look right into them. Look at that. Pretty nice looking though. Anyway, so yes, having time to make videos and not forcing a video will help you make videos that are better. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers, I think they feel forced. And Arigatou. But they were just visiting my friend Mizuno-san, who was here. She used to have a liquor store that I used to visit here all the time. And she closed up and she's retired now. Her son now owns, there's a Shinkansen there. Her son now owns, turned this into an office. I was going to say hello. Oh, he seems to be going,いい挨拶だけ。おはよう。元気？元気だよ。リタイアしたけど結構忙しいいつも。なんかバタバタとすることはある。よかった。いつ使ってるかな？ここで働いてるでしょ？働いてるよ。いつ夜？普通の日も。本当？ほんでも毎日ある時とない時とあるから。でも大体おるよ。これどうしたの？これ今仕事用の。くるくるとなってたからやりにくいから今こうやって伸ばしとる。伸ばしてる。はい。わかりました。OK。今からうちに行ってちょっと掃除して。あ、そっか。学校に行きます。あ、今日学校か。そうそう。そっか。OK。またね。はい。バイバイ。So that's Mizuno-san. She introduced me to Baikado, the barber, and she tells me what's happening in the neighborhood. She told me who the Yakuza guys were a long time ago. We have Yakuza. This is another row. This whole street used to be dilapidated houses. This whole row for that blue truck, all the way down here, was all dilapidated and for years, and they were empty. They were like, there's nothing in them at all. One day they came and started tearing them down. They always hire foreigners to tear down the buildings, and they always hire Japanese to build them. So the grunt work goes to the foreigners, untrained foreigners from other countries. Most of them, you know, not all of them, of course. That's weird. Oh, and anyway, now this whole row has been ripped up and they're rebuilding. Here's another example, another empty building, just sitting there. I'm sure the rice store guy, Komekyo, he bought it, and he just uses it for storage. And it's kind of screwed up. The building it's tilting because of the earthquakes. So you can't really tell, but the doors don't open and close properly anymore because of that. I think you can go in there anytime actually, but there's nothing in there. They own this whole area. I'll go in real quick and say hello. You can hear the suzumushi in here, the bell ringing crickets. Ohayou gozaimasu.この間ありがとうね。いやいやまだ今静かだね。
今は静か。
今静かね。
いいよ。誘ってくれてもいいよ。
これだけ。
うん、いや、全部撮っても全部撮った。これ撮った方が撮影しやすいでしょ。
そうそうそう。
もう大体全部脱皮したね。
なんか少なくなった気がする。違う。
いや、どうもない、同じよ。
同じ？綺麗になっただけね。
そうだね。
静かだね。すごい薄かったね。でも僕は好き。ありがとう。返します。
いや、やって。
スズムシですね。スズムシね。スズムシです。はい、ありがとう。
なんていうの？
Bell ringing crickets かな、そのまま。Bell って鈴でしょ。
はいはいはい。
Ringing って音鳴ること。で、虫は虫。cricket はコウゴリ。コオロギ。そうそうそう。そう。
韓国にいないでしょ。
何？アメリカに見たことないね。多分日本だけ。
だと思う。
そう。
それで季節がはっきりしてる国はいいと思う。
でもまあ場所によるでしょ。アメリカの北の方はちゃんとあるけど、でもそういう虫ないね。
きれいにできたら見せてね。
はい、ありがとうございます。そうそう。So he was saying that one thing the Japanese are very proud of is pointing out things that only they have. Like, you guys don't have these insects, do you? Those are the suzumushi, the bell-ringing crickets, and they make this beautiful sound, which I will upload. I guess I'll throw an insert of that into this video. The mix, clip 3. One minute. It's really beautiful, actually. I don't know. Some people may not think so. This is another example of a building that just went up, literally weeks ago. And yeah, what was here before? It was just a house. It's a really nice old house was here, and now they've got tons of apartments. So they're building everywhere because of that new linear that's coming through. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. This is also new. This is where the first barber shop that I took a video at used to be. I came back for another haircut on the very day that he was going to the hospital, and then after that he retired. He was not feeling well. He might still be alive. I don't know, it was a long time ago. This also went up fairly recently, last year or so. This whole neighborhood has changed so much. And I'll show you another kind of an interesting strip down here. This is another super narrow road, and they used to have a collie here that would bark its ass off all the time. But this house has been here quite a long time, and this one has been here forever. And this guy, decorates his stuff in the most white trashy kind of way of, just junk everywhere. Oh, what the hell was that? A lizard or something? Something just moved. Rewind the video and see what that was. But they got little junk in the yard. Oh, there's another one. Another cicada. That's a huge one. Jesus Christ. He's huge. He's like that big. And they hang strange things from there. Yeah. Oh, that's just a screw into a golf ball. Anyway, at night they used to decorate this up. They used to have Christmas lights on it all year round. They cleaned up a little bit. This is part of that house. This is a maneki neko. Anyway, so this is this is a fairly older house that people still live in. There's a woman who lives here with a big dog named Cookie. He's really old, age 14. Yeah. You see them sometimes. They're really friendly. It's what do they call them? Golden Retriever. So this is a new house, I think. Yeah, this is a new house. But here's where it gets in. This is a new house. Down here, you have these 3 houses that old people live in, and they're slowly disappearing, as in they're dying off. So the houses will probably be sold. And they often have these beautiful bonsai in front of them. See that? They have the bonsai. Sometimes a cat up there hiding, but not today. What's up there? Umbrellas or something? Some storage up there. But they have the bonsai trees, right? There's a crab. And over here, I think nobody lives here anymore. Yeah. But they still got the bonsai plant. And I think it's pretty much dead, which is a shame, because it looked like it was once a beautiful bonsai. But you can look inside now, and it's just empty. Look at that. I'd like to go in and look, but yeah, it's done. And I think this one is empty as well. I'm not sure. And I want to say this one was, but I see trash here, so maybe someone still lives here. But you can see they've got bonsai plants too, but they look dead as well. Some bonsai plants will go for hundreds of dollars, but yeah, it looks like someone might live here, but I haven't seen any activity recently. Maybe they just put the garbage out. That might be the same garbage from a while ago. It might just be sitting there. Look at that old bonsai plant. Anyway, so that's pretty much my neighborhood. I'll give you one last view of how things have changed. This woman is going into a new beauty shop that opened up a little while ago. This is has beautiful women in it because they sell beauty related products, including overpriced tomatoes. And it's called, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the Total Beauty Salon, Shinshin. And some of them have tomatoes outside. That's a new building. In it, next to it, we have some of the older buildings that are still here. An old bone doctor there. I think this is a clothing store that sells really, really cheap clothing. Maybe confused. This is a new really fancy dessert store. This guy teaches computers to old people. This is an old izakaya. Oh, what happened? Is it gone? I think there was a shoe store here. My God. I think they just tore it up and took it away. What the hell? What the hell? That just happened. There used to be a shoe store right here. I gotta ask about that. Really? I can't ask anybody. No one's here. Yeah, I think there's a shoe store right here. A tiny, tiny little like shoe repair. Right here. There's somebody who. This woman. おはようございます。ここって昔靴屋だったんですね。ですね。どこにあったかな。急に。
もうなくなっちゃった。
そう、いつからわかりますか。
前でももう夏の始まるぐらいかな。
ちょっとショックだった。ちょうど靴直したかったから。
なくなっちゃったね。
わかりました。すみません。ありがとうございます。So that's it. Yeah, that's a little repair store. そうですね。理由とわかりますか？
わかんないです。靴屋さんはわかんないね。多分普通になくなっちゃった。わかる？
靴屋さん自分で作るところ？
違う、ここにあった。
前にあったじゃん。
ここにあった。
あったね。
そうですね。
修理する。
そう。
急にでも壊れちゃってたから。
そうだね。
なくなったかな。かもね。ちょっと年だったんで。まあそうリタイアしたね。
かもね。
すみません。ありがとうございます。This is an old izakaya. This is an old one. Beauty salon. I don't think I've ever seen it open. I never noticed it before. However, it used to be a pachinko. This used to be a pachinko, and they tore it up, and they put up this sugi yakyoku. It's a great drugstore. Really nicely done, and the interesting about it is that it says sugi in katakana, right? Which is just their way. I know this girl. I know her from a long time ago. Let's say hello.
あ、びっくり。
元気？
元気、びっくりした。
仕事？
仕事。
私も。あ、ちょっと散歩。保育に行ってからも帰り。あ？
ワンちゃん。
あ、亡くなったよ。
そうなの
5年前。
そうだ。
だから子供できた。
今週もそこ。
だから子供2匹。バイバイ。I used to date her friend a long time ago, back in the day, like literally 27 years ago, 26 years ago. This used to be a liquor store, and he sold it, and they built an apartment there. And this is what I thought was kind of interesting. This is a really old izakaya called Sugi, right? And that's Sugi Yakyaku. But there's no connection. But this is the actual kanji. I'm pretty sure. Could be completely wrong, but pretty sure. That's the kanji. And that's the katakana. And for some reason, they use the katakana. I guess it's stylish sometimes to do that. Japanese will do that. They'll use katakana and hiragana in places where you wouldn't expect it. Anyway, the thing about that woman in the car that was funny. I don't know what's happening with her anymore, but she used to really like muscular guys. Like every time she had, she was young, so she had boyfriends. Maybe she still has boyfriends. I don't know. But they were all like super muscular bodybuilder types, right? Red light, crossing red light. And she just asked me where my dog was. She's like, that dog died 5 years ago. This used to be old convenience store, really crappy no-name convenience store, owned by a couple handicapped guys who worked there, or one guy who's handicapped and he worked there. They finally sold it, and now they have a pet animal hospital there, which is pretty cute. Cute animal hospital, and their symbol's kind of cute there, right? Yeah, so people are always parked, walking by our house, holding injured animals. Anyway, that's my neighborhood. And probably in 3 or 4 years, it'll be completely different again. This is one of the last old coffee shops in the neighborhood. I imagine this will change into a Starbucks or something, right? This whole row is still all old buildings, so we'll see what happens. They still serve morning. Morning is only in the Nagoya area. This is their morning service coffee, 380 yen. You get bread and a salad and, see, what does that say? I can't read that. Egg? Egg? Last one says egg. Can't quite read that. Pan. Regular coffee. Morning service, regular coffee. Bread, salad. Quefud egg. Something egg. Anyway. And they have little minnows that they keep over here with some, these are all their plants, of course. They keep minnows here. All the beautiful flowers. I'll end on this note. It's all mysterious little white flowers over here too. I haven't seen those before. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the tour of my neighborhood. And I hope you all have a peaceful day. I hope you find some time to be creative and inventive. See ya.